Hello, it's Vlogmas day 12. It's just coming up to 8 o'clock. Everybody's left now for work, so I have actually decided to possibly have a day in today, and again, unless anything crops up. I've got a little bit of rejiggling of pieces around our home, and I need to store like me ornaments and bedding from the caravan. May have to rethink that. And also what I've done is I've now pulled out this canvas bin. I think this was the medium one, with the stag on, and I love this red and black buffalo check. Now this is the bin that I normally put Christmas books in, and a few Christmas DVDs. The ones where they're still in the cases, a lot of them I have actually taken out cases and they're in a silver box video that I keep on our stairs. So that hopefully I'll be sorting out also later, and it just fits lovely. Scoop round under this little table here that's near the tree and the TV. So especially our granddaughter's Christmas books normally go in there as well. Loving the train, that's working out really good. And I finally put the other little decorations on the tree that I found out in my store, like the Airstreams and a few other pieces that I've cropped up. So it's a Christmas get stuff day again today, and I did have my deadline by tomorrow evening to have my house pretty organised so I could do my full Christmas tour. I know that I have actually shown you pieces around my home, but when I do my tour I just want to go through my home and just add it to music. Right, so I have actually got my washing machine going and my tumble dryer. I have actually done my 30-minute tidy up. I've done my 10-item pickup and the beds are made. So that is a clean slate of just the general pieces that I've done, besides obviously cooking an evening meal. So I really want to plough on today. I also need to do a little bit of jiggling in the games room, because bless my son, he wants to get back into there. So he's got a couple of days off this weekend, because normally works weekends. And we've got a full weekend with visiting relatives, general socialising, but he also wants to have some time to play his game systems. So I've got to try and rejiggle the Christmas presents and reorganise that. As I keep saying, it's all the extra pieces on top of what your day-to-day running, and I know I go on about this a lot. I do try and stay organised, but for some reason this year just seems to have gone a little bit out of whack for me, and I am trying not to shove pieces from one room to another, but I do feel sorry for my son and obviously any relatives that come. I want to use the games room, because that is the one room where obviously it's fairly used quite a lot, especially evenings and weekends, but during the day not so much. And of course it is the ultimate place to put anything, like Christmas time, with all the gifts that are waiting to be wrapped or waiting to be delivered. I don't actually, dare I say, have what I call a spare room stroke junk room, things like that. Even if I did, I would still want to have it fairly organised, although if I had that sort of space I would make it into a craft room. I do like my cubby, but sometimes I could do with a little bit more space. That is something else that I need to clean my cubby, and I've got a few pieces that I want to put in there, which is Christmas related. So I think that is enough talking this morning. Let's get on with my day. Right, so we're in the hallway, and I did quickly show you this, and I sort of jiggled a few bits and pieces around, making room obviously when you have guests, visitors. The last thing I want to do is start running around, having to do things, shoving things in cupboards. I know I've done this in the past, and I want to get away from that. And obviously what I've done is I've made sure we've just got enough jackets for one each up here, although the guys do have their work jackets on at the moment at work. I did change over my little key holder, and this one just says you hold the key to my heart. That came from, I think, Sainsbury's, I believe, some time ago. So even guests tend to put the keys up here. I also have got a catch-up bowl because the amount of times we've had keys, or not so much this suite here, but other sofas where phones or something's fallen down, excuse me, down the back of the sofa, and then we just leave the baby gate for a granddaughter at the back there, out the way, so it's easy just to put on the bottom of the stairs. And then I have a tray for any extra shoes. This little basket holds any hats, scarves and gloves, and then there's room for the family shoes. As I said, I got this little bookcase of Facebook Marketplace for £2.50, and it just, you know, fits in there lovely with the pine doors. Now this is where I've had to rejiggle it, as I said, and I'll show you my upstairs cupboard as well. There used to have the recycle bins. Now we have now got wheelie bins started last week. So this is the second week we're using. So normally we have boxes for the used to be the plastics and tins, and then your paper and cardboard products. So I've kept all those boxes because the council said you can reuse them as storage, and I may actually, because some of them are really decent, so I just need a wipe out, and I may cover them in plastic and then use them to store my gifts upstairs in my upstairs cupboard, ready to go to be delivered. I've also, that's my mat there for my table, my heat resistant mat. Under there I keep extra bottles of Coke, oil there, and then what I have been doing is thinning down again, once again, my bags. Those I'm going to fold up to use in my bin, and those I'm getting rid of. And I have been replying to comments this morning, so do bear with me about that. This is a coffee table. I've said this before, and I've used this now for so many years, and it's worked out really well. And that at the top, although a couple of the bags have not been working very well, they may have been punctured. These are vacuum packs, and here I have got a double quilt, a mattress cover, I've got pillows, I have got 2 blankets, and I have bedding. Now this is ideal now because I can just pull it all out. We've got a large double airbed with a built-in pump, so if we do have visitors, that easily goes up in the lounge down here, which we've done before, and had the head up against the sofa, and it hasn't been a problem with the tree. It does fit in that bit. Luckily we've got no coffee table there now, so there is room. So I'm happy with that. Again, I haven't got to go and find things. Everything is there in the bags, so I can just pull it out. I have mentioned before I do have a box here. This box here, which is really handy, and I have a blanket and actually, so it's going out of focus a bit, a sleeping bag. That always stays in there. Just the fact that if anybody's ill, like myself or hubby, and you need to, you know, leave the bedroom so you're not disturbing other members of the family, then there's a sleeping bag. Sometimes I have brought my own pillow down, but we do use these type of pillows here, which are really, these are the teddy bear ones that I got from Dunelm quite a few years ago now, but I tend to have them on more on the velvet side, and they're quite full and big. And I have got 4 in the lounge, so there's plenty of extra pillows anyway. It's just those sort of things that you have to think about for guests and for yourself. As I said, I've done that quite a bit, especially in November when I had a bad cough, so I didn't keep hubby awake. And also, you know, with him working, I didn't want to disturb him that much, although he said, please stay in bed. But I think you get a bit stressed out if you're going to keep your partner awake. Right, this is what I mean by sorting out. Like I've got some pieces in here from the charity shop haul I did a while back, and pieces that I've taken out, like ornaments and everything that I'm not using over the Christmas time. I found a red and white basket. All baskets I try and sort out for extra storage. And then I will have these lying against the wall in the cupboard, which is just there. And I've got to see if I've got some more command strips, to see if I've got some more hooks to put them on the wall, because I did have one, you know, fall off recently. So this is my cupboard. So I try and keep the floor cleared, but it doesn't always work. I've got another one of those bookcases which I paid £2.50 for, and they're empty at the moment, but I was hoping to be able to store some of my more breakable ornaments on there. I did have all the bedding down on the floor, which is what I've removed downstairs now. And if possible, I want to use my recycle bins just there and put all the gifts in there once they've been wrapped up. As I said, I do love this cupboard. It's been a lot of different things, and I keep all my storage. And I do put my canvases up on this wall just to save room, but I have actually got a couple that need replacing. And then I now can get in, this is another thing, get my little steps in so I can get my red baskets down. Again, I need them for extra storage. And I have noticed up in that section here, I've got some more Christmas canvases, as I said, and I got some more down here, and I haven't used them all. And I've got some tins, so I just wanted to get to this sort of place to get the things done that I need over Christmas. That green basket up there is what I have had little things put in that people have given me for my granddaughter for when she's a little bit old, and there's like a Barbie doll up there as well. So yeah, this is where I keep all my decor pieces, and as I'm jiggling things, I'm going to see if I can get rid of anything. And also I need to get up the top there so I can get my Christmas soap dispensers and everything down, which is up there as well. So I'm going to continue on, and then I'll show you my progress. Right, I've just pulled out a few of the bits and pieces on the second box of decorations, or my decor, to be put away. So all these I'm putting up in my decor cupboard, including my owl light, as I've got my little village set up where I normally put my owl light. As I said, I don't like to have a lot of decorations down along with the Christmas decor, because it just makes my home look really cluttered. And also it's just nice to change out, and in the new year I can bring these pieces back out. So I'm going to put those away. I have actually emptied the box on the landing, and I'll show you that, and I've put everything away. Right, so this is the last pile of decorations from the dining room box. So I'm just going to put these away. A lot of pieces, you probably realise, is related. So I'm just going to put these up, plus my Harry Potter box, until after Christmas. So now, as I said, that second box is now empty, and that was just down here, so that's probably why you haven't seen it. And it was just something that I put off. As I said, I couldn't really get much in my upstairs decor cupboard, just the fact that I had all that bedding and stuff that had come back from the caravan. So now I've just put those few bits away, and I can show you my cupboard. So I've been on a discovery mission, what was in my decor cupboard. A lot of these were high up on the shelf, so they were ready for this year. So I'm just going to go through the pieces that I will be using around our home. Anything that doesn't get used, I'll either restore or see about removing it from our home. But a lot of this I used last year. There is a couple of new pieces. Excuse me, I just sat on the floor. I am on the landing. I've just sorted that cupboard out and done a little bit of reorganising around our home. So the first thing, this was on the top shelf, so it's all the baskets. So I used these last year to store extra you know, non-perishable items. I brought these baskets from Poundland reduced because I thought I could use them you know, as little hamper baskets or spa baskets. So I've got all my red baskets there. I mentioned this one, and I did find the bear that I put out last year with its Christmas jumper on. That was actually a charity shop buy. And then I pulled out these tins. I thought I might be able to do something with them, or an arrangement or something. This is something, except for, I'm not sure about the little one, but I know these weren't used last year. They're actually mini ice buckets. But I thought, beans they're red, I'm sure I can do something with them. So if I don't use them this time, they will definitely be going to the charity shop. This is what I purchased last year, last Christmas, and I got this from Flying Tiger. This, I believe, I used as on my drink station last year, but in previous years I've put like fruits in those, because it does, with it being 3-tier, it does save room. Now the canvases I've pulled out, some of these I may be swapping over in my cubby. Like a white and goldy theme. So I've got Time Is Now. This was a Primark one, I'm sure it was. This one I bought, Poundland was it, after Christmas. I think I paid like 50p for it, so I may use that one. This one I believe I got from the Card Factory, that was it. This one I use now and again, but I definitely will not be getting rid of this one. I may get rid of a couple of the others, but not that one. Leave a little sparkle wherever you go. I am not 100% sure where that came from. It could have been B&M. This one has got the Velcro bits on, because this one actually goes in the hall. Although I said I wasn't going to decorate in the hall, I think I will just put this one up because it'll be on the wall, out the way. All I Want for Christmas Is You, and if I remember rightly, I only paid something like £1 from Dunelm. And this is the one I tried to work out what was missing out of my back doorway. Oh My Dear, and I think this was something like £1 again, and I got this one from Wilko's. Yeah, I'm sure it was Wilko's one, and I'm sure this is the one that covers the other screw up that was on the wall. So I'm going to have a look and maybe rejiggle and put those up. So that's the art pieces I want to do something with. I found my mat again. It's got little sparkly bits in, so I might reuse that somewhere. Right, yeah, I'm scratching on the floor, do excuse me. I'm starting to ache and I've got to be careful of my knee again because I don't want it to go. Right, these 3 items I got from the charity shop. I've got another one of these green buckets. As I said, I used one in the lounge, and I've got this one, and I want to do something, I think, with this. I have put a battery in this clock, and I'm seeing if it keeps time. And it's Christmas, and it's got my love of owls, and it was £1.50. So the only thing is, it does have quite a loud tick. So I want to do something with that, or it has to go to the charity shop. And the next thing is this one, which I paid £1.50, and I'm hoping to do something with this on my drink station. So that's those few bits. Right, I found another battery operated candle, and this one needs batteries. So as long as the batteries, once the batteries are replaced in this, I'm hoping it's going to work. Because if you check out Crafty Batty, and I believe her name's Anne, she actually decorates these, and because it's battery operated, it should be completely safe. And put ribbon or something on them, and I know she has decorated her candles in the past, so I may do that with that one. And then the last 2 sections were from a top shelf, and I stored them in these baskets. These, I believe, were £1.50 and came from Wilko's, and this is all my soap dispensers and pots. I'm not 100% sure again what I'm going to be using. I do like this Christmas tree one because it's plastic, and I don't have very big surfaces to put these sort of things. So I know I've had pottery ones before and they've got knocked and smashed. So this is handy because it's plastic. And I've got this one, Bayliss and Hardin. This is the candy apple. I have not seen it again this year, so unless the packaging's changed, although I haven't really looked that much because I do have quite a lot of soaps and soap dispensers, so I just usually fill these up. This set was from a good friend of mine. I'll take it out, and it comes with the pottery stand. I usually have this in my kitchen actually, and you've got the hand cream and you've got the hand wash. So again, I just actually restock this. And then I think a lot of these came from Aston here. So I've got like me snowman pot, you know, for toothbrushes or whatever, the penguin, and the Father Christmas. Again, I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to be using these due to the fact they do obviously break really easily, but it's not just that. As I said, I haven't got a lot of surfaces to put these sort of things in the cloakroom or the bathroom, but what I probably will use is definitely this set back in my kitchen. I may put this one in the bathroom, and I'll definitely use this one. This smells really lovely, and I love the packaging on that one. So before I show you the cupboard, I need to sort all this out and decide what I'm going to be using and what needs to be put back away. So I am going to do that now. Right, I'm down to this small basket of pieces to put away now. And I did say I'm not decorating my stairs. I say normally I decorate on here and up the shelving up the top here, which I've got that arrangement there. But I have got a little bit of foliage left, so I might change bits up and see how it looks. So I'm not going over the top. Normally I've had tinsel along here, I've had it full of Christmas bits, but as I say, I've toned it down this year and not put so much pieces up or out. But I've got a few little bits and pieces left, including this other vase. I've got 2 of those vases, so I think what I might do is change those flowers out and put some Christmas foliage in instead, and the second vase like that just on my landing. And now we have 2 arrangements that I've used, just using the foliage that I had left. So I used to run this all along the shelving as well. I think I did that last year actually. So this is the arrangements I've just completed. As I said, again, I've toned it right down. I haven't used red, but kept it, you know, natural sort of foliage and the greens. So there is that one on my shelves. And then I put the green tin with the two little trees there. And then, sorry, my creaky stairs. And then I've got the other arrangement on the shelves here. Right, I have finished doing the cupboard now. So this now means that I've got a place to put all the gifts when they're wrapped or before they're wrapped, so I can try and have a go at the games room. So this is my cupboard. As I said, it does go back a fair bit, as you can see, and this is it. I say I've cleared the floor just about. There's a few pieces there. I still haven't sorted out the larger canvases because these need to go up on the wall, but I need to re-secure, I don't know if you can see that right at the top. I need to put some new command strips up there on those hooks, and at the top there I've put my owls and my owl lamps that don't get broken. And some of my canvases and pictures are back up there, so I've just straightened it all up. I will be doing some organisation in the new year, as I do every year, and try and declutter even more. I've got to get rid of that because it is actually split, but I will do that. And those actually canvas bins are from the caravan. That's when I brought stuff back from the caravan, and I've left them here because then I can transport clothing and pieces back. They're just the collapsible canvas bins. And I did go through the bucket of things for our granddaughter, and that's an outfit for Halloween that I was given by somebody else for next year. And then I've put the arrangements on the top of this bookcase and all my other pieces that I've actually sort of decluttered the home. I've got my reddish placemats here, and I've just put the Harry Potter box with all the rest of the little owls and everything in, and my red coasters in here, because they will go straight back out in the new year after the Christmas decorations have gone back up in the loft. So I'm quite happy again with what I got done. And what I think I'm going to do actually is leave my video here. It is getting quite late, and I've got a few little bits and pieces I still wish to get done today. So I hope you've enjoyed this video of getting Christmas things done, or stuff. And I have got this canvas there. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.